I agree. So let's jump to this story first before we get to the Elon Musk stuff. We have this from Grit Daily. I'm not familiar with Grit Daily, and I think they're wrong on this story. Here's what they said. Following PR crisis, PayPal again updates TOS, hoping you won't notice. They say as far as PR crises go, PayPal's gotten itself into quite a predicament. On October 8th, the company updated its terms of service to include a clause enabling it to withdraw $2,500 from users' bank accounts simply for posting anything the company deems as misinformation or offensive. Unsurprisingly, the backlash was instant and massive. Who would have guessed that the consumers don't want a company to police their speech and threaten to drain their bank accounts? Aside from the fact that the clause is a fool's errand because there's literally no way for the company to legitimately determine what is or isn't misinformation. Okay, full stop, guys. They would. It actually said at their discretion. So he goes on to say it's another case of big tech overreach. So a lot of people are pointing it out, but let me do this. Here's PayPal's actual user agreement. It says if you are this is current right now. I just Googled it. If you are a current seller and receive funds for transactions that violate the acceptable use policy, then in addition to being subject to the above actions, you will be liable to PayPal for the amount of PayPal's damages caused by your violations of the acceptable use policy. You acknowledge and agree that $2,500 per violation of the AUP is presently a reasonable minimum estimate of PayPal's actual damages, including but not limited to internal administrative costs incurred, blah, blah, blah. So there it is. They're not saying right now they are going to deduct it from your account, but it is there. And right now, so this is an archive from 2 years ago, which basically says the exact same thing. You acknowledge and agree that $2,500 per violation is reasonable minimum estimate. Here's what they determine currently to be unacceptable. The promotion of hate, violence, racial, or other forms of intolerance that is discriminatory or the financial exploitation of a crime. So, of course, that's at their discretion. So let me just stress right now, and, admittedly, this is at risk to us. We still have many members of our website, timcast.com, who are using PayPal. If that's you, I recommend you sign up using Parallel Economy. Send an email to members@timcast.com. We will do our best to help you get switched over. It's not super easy, but we used to use PayPal. We removed it from the website, but there are still many people who still do use it. It's still there. If you are using PayPal, you need to find an alternative. I recommend Parallel Economy. That's Dan Bongino's company. They got a lot of work to do to get set up. It's not as easy with, PayPal. You click, you open an account, it's done. That's why they dominate. But we've got to get away from this stuff because right now they said it right there. You agree that $2,500 is reasonable damages if you espouse discriminatory speech. What does that mean? Does that mean if I say something like, on average, I would prefer a male firefighter to save me over a female one? Look, like I'm not going to play games. I think it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female if you want to be a firefighter, but on average, based on muscle mass, bone density, and height, it's probably going to be you preferring a male. What I mean by that is there are 6 foot tall women who are super strong. I'll tell you this. I would rather see a 6 foot tall woman than a 5 foot tall man if I was trapped in a burning building and needed help. However, typically you're going to see the height skew. Men are going to be taller and more muscle mass. If I say that was PayPal going to boot us from the from our website, are they going to kick off our customers? Are they going to charge me now $2,500 per customer? What is this stupid game?
Well, it's per violation. And they're saying that if you, one of the things they're saying is that if you incur damage to PayPal's brand, so if I tell people to cancel their PayPal account, they could say, hey, every time that was uttered, every play that video had, if I have 10,000 views, every one of those views counts towards an instance of the violation of denouncing our brand. Like, I'm canceling my PayPal account tonight. I've been using it for 20 years. I'm done with it.
And I want to stress, it does say PayPal may deduct such damages directly from any existing balance in any PayPal account you control. So let me stress, right now at paypal.com, they say they may deduct at minimum $2,500 if you engage in a variety of activities, including discriminatory speech, promotion of hate.
Yeah. Now, who gets to decide what is discriminatory speech? Who gets to decide what is, quote, hate? Why are these rules so general, vague, and to the point where it could be interpreted in so many different ways? They do that because, again, this is akin to a social credit score. They know PayPal is one of the biggest online banking institutions on the entire internet. And right now, they're saying, we could do whatever we want. We want to steal money from you? We will, which is absolutely crazy. Will they fine me for having a PayPal account right now? Maybe, who knows? That's how vague these rules are. And again, PayPal has been becoming more of an activist organization more and more. They work with the SPLC, a discredited organization that has been successfully sued before for defaming people, for lying about people. They actually moved out of North Carolina because North Carolina decided to have a policy where they said biological sex individuals, people have to use bathrooms based on their biological sex. So they're acting more and more like an organization that wants to, of course, play political games and push their political ideas rather than, of course, just be a bank. Just be a bank for frick's sakes. It's not that hard.